Right then, hello and welcome along. Today we're diving into something you've probably noticed when you're out shopping or paying bills, inflation.
Yeah, it's a word you hear a lot, isn't it? And it definitely affects your wallet.
Absolutely. So let's try and break it down nice and simply. What exactly is inflation?
Well, in plain English, inflation just means that, generally speaking, prices for lots of different things you buy are going up over time.
But not just one thing like petrol getting pricier for a bit, but like a general trend.
Exactly. Think groceries, clothes, maybe eating out, lots of things costing a bit more than they did, say, last year.
Okay, got it. Could you give us a really simple example?
Sure. Imagine something cost, let's say, $100 last year. If there's been inflation, that same thing might cost you $105 this year.
Ah, right. So the price is inflated, yeah.
Precisely. And the important bit for you is what that actually does to your money.
Okay, what does it do?
It means your money doesn't buy as much as it used to. That $100 you have now, it doesn't stretch quite as far as it did when things were cheaper.
We sometimes hear the term purchasing power, don't we? Is that related?
That's exactly it. Purchasing power is just a way of describing how much stuff, goods and services, you can actually buy with a certain amount of money.
So inflation basically reduces your purchasing power.
Spot on. When prices go up generally, each dollar you have buys a little bit less. Your purchasing power decreases.
Okay, that makes sense. So why does this happen? Why do prices generally go up like that? It's not just random, is it?
No, not random. There are a few main ideas why it happens. Fundamentally, it's often about supply and demand, how much stuff is available versus how many people want to buy it.
Right, the basics. So how does that work with inflation?
Well, one simple idea is sometimes people just have more money to spend. Maybe wages have gone up or there's been some other reason people feel a bit richer.
Okay, so more money floating about.
Yeah. And if everyone wants to buy more things, more cars, more holidays, more gadgets, but businesses can't make those things fast enough to keep up,
then the prices for the things that are available get pushed up. Like everyone bidding for the same limited items.
Exactly that. Too much money chasing too few goods, as they say. That can cause prices to rise across the economy. That's sort of the demand pull idea.
Demand pulling prices up. Got it. Is there another side to it?
There is, yeah. Sometimes it's not about how much people want to buy, but about how much it costs businesses to actually make the stuff in the first place.
You mean like the cost of ingredients or materials?
Precisely. Or maybe the cost of energy to run the factories, or even paying their workers more if those costs go up for businesses.
They have to charge more for the final product to, well, stay in business.
That's often the case, yes. They pass on those higher costs to the customer in the form of higher prices. That's sometimes called cost push inflation. Costs pushing prices up.
Right, so it could be people having more money pulling prices up, or businesses facing higher costs pushing them up. Or I suppose a bit of both.
Very often it's a mix of things, yeah. These factors can interact.
So thinking about how this actually affects us day to day, it's basically things costing more at the till, isn't it?
That's the most direct effect, yes. Your weekly grocery shop might cost more, filling up the car costs more. Your budget just doesn't seem to stretch as far.
And understanding why it's happening, like we just discussed, can maybe help you prepare for that.
Definitely. It helps you see it's not just one shop putting prices up, it's a wider thing. And knowing that, you can maybe look at your own spending.
Like take a look at your budget and see where those rising costs are hitting hardest, and if there are any adjustments you can make.
Exactly. It's about being aware, seeing where your money is going and thinking, okay, prices are generally rising. Maybe I need to tweak things here or there.
It's important too, like you said earlier, to remember inflation is that general rise, isn't it? Not just, say, the price of avocados going up because of a bad harvest somewhere.
Yes, that's a key distinction. Individual prices go up and down all the time for specific reasons. Inflation is about a broad increase across many, many goods and services. It's the overall trend.
Okay, so let's quickly recap. Inflation is when prices for most things tend to go up over time.
Right, and it means your money effectively buys less, your purchasing power goes down.
And it can happen because there's lots of demand chasing limited goods, or because it's getting more expensive for businesses to make things. Or both.
Spot on. And the main impact on you is that everyday costs tend to rise, meaning you might need to adjust your budget.
So understanding this basic idea is pretty crucial for managing your money, really.
Absolutely. It's a fundamental part of how the economy works and how it affects your personal finances.
Maybe a final thought for everyone listening. If money itself gradually buys less over time due to these forces, How does that make you think differently about, say, saving money for the long term?
That's a brilliant point to consider. It definitely adds another layer to financial planning.
Indeed. Well, we hope this little chat has made inflation feel a bit less confusing.
Hope so, just breaking down the basics.
If you found this useful, please do give us a like, perhaps share it with someone else who might find it helpful, and consider subscribing for more simple explanations.
Cheers. See you next time.